Towards the end of this week's Parsha, we have the reuniting of Yosef and Yaakov Avinu. And once again, we see crying. We see crying on each other's shoulders. But Chazal famously teach us that Yaakov was not crying right away, because Yaakov was busy and distracted with something else. In fact, what Yaakov was doing was reciting Kriya Shema. And everyone is bothered by this. Why of all times now is Yaakov reciting Kriya Shema? Couldn't he have recited it before he got to Yosef or after? All of a sudden, this very moment of reuniting, it needs to be specifically then that he's reciting Kriya Shema. That seems to take away from the moment. How can it be? And there are many explanations given, but the Ksav Sofer has one which is incredible. Ksav Sofer says as follows. We know we have a bracha when we see a very powerful human being, a president, a king, or the like. And that bracha contains the phrase that the bracha is that Hashem was mechalik, divided, gave an element of kavod, of respect to this human being. Explains the Ksav Sofer that Yosef was a king, and Yaakov Avinu treated him with the kavod, as we see later on throughout the story, throughout the rest of the relationship, that Yaakov treated Yosef as powerful, as a human being, as a king. And Yaakov gave Yosef that kavod. But says the Ksav Sofer, when we give kavod to a human being, to a powerful person, there's two ways to give that kavod. Either we can give that kavod because, wow, he's such a powerful human being, or we can give that kavod because Hashem chose that individual to be in such a powerful position. And Hashem gave Kiviyachol some of his kavod to this individual. And what we could do and to treat, says Ksav Sofer, a king or a president or a powerful human being with the kavod of Melech Basar V'Dam, because, oh, you were acknowledged, you were elected by the United States of America, you were elected by your officials, your following, that's very nice and that's very powerful and that's a testament to you. But it's degrading, because it's degrading from what the true kavod is. Because the true kavod is that you were the one selected by the Ribono Shel Olam to be in such a position. Says the Ksav Sofer, when Yaakov Avinu was reuniting with Yosef, the first thing he did was recite Kriya Shema. Not out of disrespect, but out of amplifying the respect. To say, I am going for the rest of our relationship to treat you with the kavod of a king. But realize when I'm treating you with that kavod of a king, it's not because you were selected by Paro to be so powerful, but it's because you were chosen by a Kadosh Baruch Hu. And that's what the Kriya Shema was showing, that Hashem is the one that chose you. And that's the greatest kavod. It's not a detraction from the kavod which Yaakov was giving, but it amplified that kavod to the greatest extent to show that this kavod that I'm giving you is the utmost kavod because you were chosen by God.